Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will study the topic carbohydrates. During the lesson you are going to know about the types and their uses and the sources as well. So listen carefully. Carbohydrates are the organic compounds made up of the elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen and the oxygen atoms are present in the ratio of 2:1. This means hydrogen is double than the oxygen. Carbohydrates are basically energy giving food. Now we see the types of carbohydrates. They are divided into two categories: the non-sweet or the non-sugars and the sugars which are sweet. Monosaccharides, disaccharides or oligosaccharides, and the polysaccharides. Monosaccharides have the single simple sugar in them. This is the formula of monosaccharides, C6H12O6, and there are three types of monosaccharides. They all have the same molecular formula, but their structural formula is different, so that's why they are named differently. Glucose, fructose, these two are the plant sugars, and galactose is the simple sugar in the milk. Then we have disaccharides, and some people they classify them as oligosaccharides. That means the carbohydrates which on hydrolysis they separate into 2 to 10 simple sugars. So disaccharides means two simple sugars here with the formula, molecular formula C12H22O11. And similarly they also have different structural formula but same molecular formula. Their names are maltose, lactose, sucrose. Okay. Maltose is also the complex sugar of plants. Lactose is the complex sugar of milk, and sucrose is the complex sugar in fruits. Then we have polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are made up of many simple sugars, about thousands of simple sugars. They condense and they make the polysaccharides. And polysaccharides names are starch, cellulose and glycogen. Starch present in plants, cellulose also in plants. It is the fiber, it is present in the cell walls of the plants. Glycogen is present in the liver of animals and human. Many glucose molecules combine together and they make the glycogen molecule, which is a polysaccharide. Students, there are two chemical reactions in biochemistry and they are very important. One of them is the condensation. Condensation is a chemical reaction when two small molecules join to form a large molecule with a release of one molecule of water. Condensation reaction takes place, for example, when amino acids combine and they make the polypeptide chain. Another reaction is the hydrolysis. Hydrolysis reaction is when the large molecule breaks to form its component units. Component units from which it is made with the addition of water molecule. Hydrolysis is the hydrolysis is taking place in our digestive system when the bigger molecules of food they are broken. For example, when starch is broken, that is hydrolysis reaction. Examples of condensation And as we know that condensation means the smaller molecules join to form the bigger molecule. Here you see the simple sugars, glucose and fructose, they combine and they make the bigger molecule of sucrose, and water is released in this reaction. This is the chemical equation for this reaction, and you see that chemical equation or chemical reaction is same, but the word equation is different, and you need to focus on the word equation. Glucose and galactose, the simple sugar in the milk, they combine and they make the lactose and water. Glucose, the two glucose molecules, they react and they make the maltose, and the water is produced. So similarly, you can write the hydrolysis reactions on your own by writing these products. The bigger molecule and the water will be added, writing these products of condensation at the place of the reactants, and this sucrose will be broken down to glucose and fructose. Similarly, other complex sugars, they are going to break down into their simple units. Those reactions would be the hydrolysis reactions. Now we discuss the polymerization and the formation of polysaccharides. How polysaccharides, they are the bigger molecules or macromolecules, how they are made. A polysaccharide is made up of many A polysaccharide is made of many monosaccharide molecules joined together. The process of condensing many similar molecules to form a large molecule is called polymerization. So polymerization takes place in plants when many glucose molecules, glucose is the product of photosynthesis, so more photosynthesis takes place, many glucose molecules, they polymerize to make the molecule of starch. Starch is stored in different parts of the plants, in leaves, in seeds, and in some underground parts like potato, sweet potato. Cellulose is also a polysaccharide made by the plants. It mainly forms the cell walls. And glycogen is made in animals and in humans when we have extra glucose in our blood. The extra glucose molecules, in the presence of insulin, they are converted into glycogen. So these three polysaccharides, they are the better storage molecules because they are insoluble in water. So at the time of need, they are hydrolyzed and they are used as an energy giving food. They are converted into glucose because in all these three, the basic unit is the glucose. We know the uses of carbohydrates because starch is the part of our staple food. The rice, chapati, the fries, because these foods, they are giving us energy. Cellulose is the part of our diet because it keeps our digestive system healthy, and carbohydrates are the part of the nucleic acids structure, and they are also the part of the nectar which is present in flowers of the plants. Now I hope students, you have better understood this topic, carbohydrates. Thank you so much.